All right, guys, this is SM Trader. This is video number 2 for the day. It is June 30. It is now 8:45 p.m. All right, I zoomed out here. We're on the 5-minute chart. We're looking at MNQ, and again, I want to show you guys some other PATs and how the indicators are responding to today's price action. Um, what we're looking at here, let's see if I can get all right, right here we go. All right, so we're looking at the MNQ, right? 5-minute chart. Now, right here is the inversion level in the market. Again, this is a hidden level in the market. It occurs every session. Not a lot of people know about this, but price will react here every single time. It creates polarity for the day, either positive polarity or negative polarity. So price is going to exist above or below it. But we can see that price reacted to this level, bounced up here, and created a liquidity control zone right here. Now, when we break out of this zone, we're looking to initiate a trade, and we can see with the world's most accurate indicator. In fact, let me bring this up. Let's see, so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, there we go. So with the world's most accurate indicator, we had the perfect entry right there. Boom, to take this entire trade down, all the way down to here. And we know that from here, we're going to be looking for a rally in the opposite direction or an extreme continuation, right? Why do we know that? Because we have current session open, prior session closed, right? So it defends this level, creates another liquidity control zone. And what do we have right here? Now I'm going to zoom this up. These are new PATs that I have created. And what it does is it essentially predicts what's probably going to happen. Okay. It represents T-phase events in the market. So that's price engaging with the inversion level that I talk about, and that will lead to extreme moves. So we have the 30-minute, we have a 30-minute T-phase, we have a 20-minute T-phase, we have the current chart that has a T-phase. So and this is the 5-minute. So this is telling you that there's going to be an extremely hard move push in the bullish direction. Okay, the white color means bullish. Okay, so these all fire right here in the area of the liquidity control zone, and then boom, the world's most accurate indicator fires just after 8:30, and you're in this, okay, for the entire day. Let me bring this back. You're in here. This move right here, a lot of people got out, a lot of people panicked, but the world's most accurate indicator says stay in. So you stay in, boom, continues the rally, okay? Stay in, continues the rally. The world's most accurate indicator is telling you stay in, and then boom, here's your exit right here. You're in this trade the entire day. Capture that in that entire move. Now, as you can see, this liquidity control zone continued to extend all the way over, as well as the futures threshold, right? So we're down here. So we're looking for price to come back and engage this level, but look at what's happening here. So now we have T-phase crosses that fired on the higher time frames. And again, these higher time frames are going to predict price reaction. Okay, high probability price action in a particular direction. Okay, and so the world's most accurate indicator, boom, perfect entry. Okay, this thing is always pinpoint 100% accurate. I've never seen it fail, ever. It is the most accurate indicator I have ever seen, and I've seen a lot. But this is pretty good too. These T-phase crosses, as you can see, we had the signal, beautiful T-phase cross, big squeeze event occurred here, and that just dumped down Okay, so we had a liquidity control zone here, one here that held price. When price left current session open, prior session closed, came up, and it's holding price down right here. Look how many times, multiple times right there. So this is the clue that you're going to be looking for a strong push to the downside. And I said this in my earlier video, the prior video that I did, that if we lost the inversion level, price was going to dump, and it did just that. And I said, it's going to come down and attack current session open, prior session close, and if we lose it, it's going to continue to dump. So once we started to see all these T phase crossing down, we know to just stay in this trade. It's going to continue on down, and let me show you just how accurate these things are. So let's take a look. Okay, let's come over. Let's actually go back to here at the beginning of this rally for the day. All right, let's come over here. So let's just see what kind of T-phase events did we have over here. Let me see. Okay, we'll do it on the 5 minute. See if I could find that spot. See, I'm kind of lost here. Let's see. Let me come back. Let me work my way back. Okay, so there we are, right there. So looking at my crosshair. Okay, let's come to right here. Okay, all right. So here we have the futures threshold. Okay, we break above it, and we have neutrality here. See, we don't have a positive T phase. Here's the LIC. Here's the inversion. So we're in a neutral state right here. Okay, so we're holding. We're not in the trade. We're holding, and then we get a T phase cross right here. Boom, trade to the downside. Beautiful trade to the downside. And now what happens at 8:30? T phase cross to the upside. What did I tell you guys about the T phase? We will have a nice explosive move, and boom, you're in this all day long. Okay, boom, up to here. Okay, you enter into neutrality, and then you have a T phase cross that crossed to the downside right here. Kind of hard to see. Okay, this was the T phase cross to the downside. Now look at what happens. Price bounces up. This is where they're trapping traders. See, I know that price is going to dump right here, well before it happens. Okay, and this is what this is what a lot of traders see, even professional traders, institutional traders. They have no idea what's happening right here. So in the earlier video, when I discussed there are 3 phases in the market, this is that third phase right here. Okay, it's a state of chaos. Okay, remember, I trade. So something that I have created, a theory that I've created and that I teach, is chaos theory. Following chaos comes order, and you see that in the market consistently. So this is all chaos right here, and following chaos comes order. So once you see the T phase to the downside, see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Once you see that T phase cross to the downside, and it's a state of being. Okay, you just look for a good entry. You could have taken the entry here. You would have come back and kind of got back to even on your P&L. Maybe took a little bit in drawdown right there, but you're going to stay in. Okay, because this is all the entrapment. This is all entrapment right here. This is the battle that's going on. So when I'm using the other PAT, or the other indicator, and you hear me talk about master control, who has the control? Either the bulls or the bears. Okay, and the third event is the takeover attempt. Okay, the takeover attempt. That's what this was. The bulls were trying to take over. So there's this chaos that exists in here. And then from here, someone is going to win this battle. Okay, and so the T phase is guiding you. And then your the world's most accurate indicator is going to tell you exactly who won that. Okay, as soon as we break below this white line right here, bang, we get the signal, and we're in this for the big trade, to the downside, and that big dump. And again, this is the 5-minute chart. So if you're looking at this on the 1 minute, I mean, this is a huge move to the downside here. You know, this is very significant. I mean, look at this. This is a 5-minute. So this thing just tanked, and this is exactly what I said was going to happen in the prior video. So, my indicators are some of the best that I have ever seen. And I'm thinking of actually trading live coming up very soon. If you guys are interested, shoot me a message and I'll add you to the list to trade live with me. And yeah, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, I'm out. Take care. Peace.